Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our assault on, finally, a Persian city. It could be going better for us. Obviously, the Roman army is much better at defense than offense, and frankly, so am I as a commander. And we've taken some strong losses in some quarters, but our main infantry force is still relatively strong, and we appear to be winning the battle. So, once again, I am Marcus Aurelius, and this is Total War Attila, the Eastern Roman Empire, and history. And we were talking about Flavius Aetius, and at the end of the last episode, we discussed how Aetius sided with the usurper against the Eastern Roman force, and he showed up too late, though, to stop the Eastern Romans, so Valentinian III was now the emperor, even though he was but a child, and Galla Placidia was actually running things with the support of the Eastern Romans. You know, it's interesting that we're not even coming close to taking this tower. Well, if you guys are going to still fire on our cavalry, then we're going to use them. Let's see if we can't. Now that the spearmen are engaged with our infantry, let's see if we can't shock them a little bit with our shock cavalry. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do, right? Is shock people. Give them some more morale problems. Otherwise, we're doing okay. We don't need to engage any more troops. Cavalry engaged. Tower is, well, was starting to, well. Okay, one group's retreating. I think we're going to do fine. Cavalry. Actually, I'm just going to leave you there. How are these guys doing? They're shaken. They're losing decisively. We're capturing the tower. Sort of. We keep trying, and they keep taking it back.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
Nice. Alright, might as well get the cavalry out of there.
Miners and the enemy units have returned to the battle.
The city's on fire, but that's not a problem, because I don't intend to hold on to it.
At your service.
So at this point in time, it is 425, and Aetius spends the better part of the next 5 years in Gaul, fighting off all the barbarians in that region, many, many barbarians who are attacking the Roman Empire from without and within. And he even, during all this, finds time to plot against the senior Magister Militum for the whole empire, which is a position known as the Magister Utriusque Militae, and his name is Flavius Constantinus Felix. And Aetius actually manages to implicate him in a plot against him, Aetius, and he has him and his wife executed. Not sure why the wife. I guess he said that she helped or something. Alright. Since this is going slower than I thought, charge number 2. I hope we don't lose an entire unit in this, but
The enemy has discovered our hidden troops.
good for them, I guess. There we go. This fear effect is like my favorite thing in the world. There's not much I could do here besides just sit and watch this fight take place. There's no room for any more of my Roman troops to get in. But if we could move around from here, if we could just finally be successful in this arena. They're losing decisively. These are actually their good spearmen, not the crappy ones. And they keep rejoining. This is nuts. I'm not going to risk losing my cataphracts. They are doing an excellent job defending this, so good for you, Persians. So it's around this time, after Felix is assassinated, and Aetius is now in kind of a triumvirate of power, which we discussed in the Galla Placidia episodes, between Galla Placidia, the regent, and Boniface, the general who is in charge of Africa, who also has the support of Galla Placidia. So as we mentioned, this is the point where Aetius plays them off against each other by telling Boniface that Placidia is going to take away his power, and he tells Placidia that Boniface is going to refuse if she asks him to come visit her because he's planning to rebel. And as we all recall, the end result of all this was that Boniface actually does rebel and invites the Vandals into Roman Africa, which is the cause of Roman Africa being lost. And that, though nobody does so, that is something where the blame can be put on Aetius. And they're firing on my guys. I think I did notice that and lost quite a few Romans. So we're going to deal with that. So we're still hanging in here. There's still 50 of those guys. All right. Final charge. As we discussed, however, the end result of that was that it was eventually figured out what was going on. Aetius was stripped of his military command, and Boniface was invited to Rome, where he was named the head commander-in-chief of the Western Roman army, and Aetius had to flee. However, Aetius, again, had many friends amongst the Federates and the barbarians, and he led a force against Boniface in what is known as the Battle of Rimini, or the Battle of Ravenna. And this took place in 432. And in this battle, Boniface was victorious. He defeated the armies put together by Aetius. However, he was mortally wounded in the battle, and he died a few months later, which left a power vacuum, and now Aetius was really the only powerful, influential Roman general left standing. So Aetius went to the court of the new Hun king, they seem to go through a lot of them, Rua, and he asked for aid, which was granted to him. So when he marched his troops into Italy, Galla Placidia was like, all right, fine, you've won, and she named him the leader of the Roman armies. The position that was held by Stilicho was held by Boniface. Magister Utriusque Militae, or senior commander of the entire Western Roman military. And yeah, sorry, archers, but I don't have any time to deal with your crap. Actually, the full name of the title is Comes et Magister Utriusque Militae. In case you're wondering. Get out of there. I don't want to fight spearmen. You get out of there too. Just go over here. Actually, go follow these guys. And you guys attack the spearmen. Or not, because they are fleeing. So why don't you guys go and attack some fleers as well. Loose formation. Actually, there's a tower there, isn't there? Dang it. Not worth it. Alright, move up, everyone. General, move up. Let's scare these guys. So what's funny about this is Aetius, after his victory, even decided to marry the widow of Boniface, and he bought all of Boniface's properties. So he was basically just taking over for Boniface, becoming Boniface, which is really kind of interesting. And you guys are in trouble now, sandwiched between two groups of Romans. These guys aren't as fun to watch, I guess, as the cavalry, but they still look really cool in their blood-covered armor. Ha 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 ha, that line was from Starship Troopers. And there we go. And they are running. They are running all over the place. Except for these guys. And that's it. As soon as these guys are mopped up, we have conquered the city. And of course, we are going to treat its inhabitants justly and fairly. Yeah. Actually, we'll let the inhabitants go. That's fine. I don't have any problem with them. Why is the battle not over? There must be hidden troops up here somewhere. Move up there. You don't have to go fast. I'll just make the camera go fast. Ah, I see. Jotman, the Persian noble, is bravely ready to flee, standing in his own capital building. Well, the easiest troops to replace are the Lanciare. And they're also better against cavalry, so that's what we're going to do. Let's just hit him with everything. And let's take a look at it. Or not, because he is going to run away. Alright, well that took a video and a half, but we conquered a Sassanid city. We lost 629 of our almost 2,000 troops, and we took out close to 1,600 of theirs. Let's see if we lost any units. We did not. Excellent. And, oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to occupy them, maybe loot them, maybe sack them. Well, not a lot of money, is it? No, not a lot of money at all. Goodbye. And that is why, friends, you do not just declare war on the Romans and attack. Oh, interesting, but when you raise a city, you have to kind of stay there. I guess that makes sense. Not too worried about it. I don't see any threatening armies, but I am going to move the newly... Actually, no, I have to wait one turn for this unit, and that's fine. I'll do that because it'll keep an eye on things here. We have this Armenian force, although they're probably going to beeline for Amida. Nisibis. We don't have any money to convert, which is fine. So the next step is to raise their capital to the ground. And then I think they have a few cities over here. I'm really afraid of overextending myself when we have their client states, especially this particular one right here. Who are you? The Atropatene. They're pretty strong, and they're very able to come down and cause me trouble. I'm not too worried about the Armenians. Well, I'm more worried than I was, because I thought my allies were going to effectively take them out. I guess what they did instead was they decided to sack it. Which actually might present an opportunity for us. How's Tosp? Tosp is not great. I guess I can't actually repair anything here. It's too expensive. If these Armenians weren't here, I would go over here and just take this city for myself. I don't think they're even strong enough, though, to take on whatever weakened garrison we do have in Tosp.
Ready for battle.
Let's just think tactically.
We hunger for battle.
Give this guy some glory. He's been running around doing not much of anything.
Waiting for more orders.
Yeah, I think we should do this. That'll shore up our northern flank. Alright, what else is going on?
To serve Rome.
Are we finally able to get you out of here? I think we are. I don't think we need you anymore. Let's get you up to Egypt. One place that I have actually been doing a good job of developing and making happy is Axum. And even without him, they're now only growing by 4 instead of 10, but it's still 4. It's still positive, and they're almost really, really happy, so. Then we have this guy in Anatolia. How is good old Anatolia? Well, Cilicia is doing well. Caesarea Eusebia, however, is not. And Bithynia is getting better. Somehow. So we're going to move you here. And are you... I'm not sure if you're using your special power or not, but hopefully you are. Yeah, I guess, because now they're looking a little bit better. Alright, we've already moved Rufinus. Ah, the Kings of Axum. What am I going to do with you? You are our ally, even though this is a terrible army. It's called the Old Man of the Desert is the name of their army, and frankly, I think that's all it is. It's just one old man walking through the desert. The Ethiopian separatists are not doing great. Okay. I feel confident that we could utilize the Kings of Axum in a more aggressive manner. Luckily for me, there's no attrition. Or is there? I see a little skull there. What does that mean? I guess there is attrition. Oh well. Alright, Hira. You do have a full stack army. The Lords of War. We probably want some mercenaries, which we cannot afford. Well, actually we can. We're very low on cavalry. So what can we choose from here? Camel warriors are fun. Persian scouts. They're inexpensive. Mercenary desert raiders are probably a bit strong. Oops, no, I didn't mean to hire you. Sorry. They are melee attack 21, melee attack 45. Wow. How is that when you are very light melee cavalry and you are light? I guess armor's the difference? Yeah, they have 5 armor. They have 18. These guys also have missiles. Let's take one of each. Okay, lovely. And the Saviors of Rome. What are you guys up to? Saving Rome, I suppose. Romulus doing just fine. Well, it's not really doing just fine. I don't know why you people are so unhappy. We have a level 2 city. We have a beautiful fountain, which is keeping you clean and happy. Sirmium is still diseased, apparently. So I don't want to necessarily go there. Dardania is fine. Oh, we have this army here, right. Flavia Felix are going to take out some rebels. Let's do that. Maybe Illyria will help. They are! Hey, that's nice of you. And so much for you guys. And, yay, this legion also gained some integrity and logistics. Let's go to Salona to replenish. And let's take a quick look at our diplomatic standing, because I want to see if it's true that killing rebels actually makes people like me more. No, doesn't seem to be having an effect here. What about people I care about? Like the Huns. No, they don't care one way or the other, actually. Yeah, they don't really care. So, the Huns, I mean, let's just be honest. They don't like us very much, but they like us better. I guess they're liking us better. I'm not sure if that's going to mean anything, but let's see. Ildico? He dislikes Western Romans, and he hates rival empires, and he's aggressive, and they are the 4th most powerful nation. What's helping us is they're at war with the Gruthungians and the Lugians. But they also aren't that fond of us. But, well, we'll see what happens. Oh, they're at war with the Quadians as well. That's good. Did the Quadians become a horde? I thought they had... Yeah, they did. Quadians are a horde now. Interesting. The Western Romans have just fallen apart. Let's see if even the Western Romans like us better because of... Yes, war with Western Roman separatists, military actions against Western Roman separatists. So, it's interesting that they care about what we've done with the separatists, but not what we've done with the rebels. Interesting to note. Maybe just to me. Alright, so Saviors of Rome. I don't like having you just milling about doing nothing, so... So what? Should we... No, we're not going to expand our borders. Let's just go for a walk. Nice little walk, just to exercise the men. Wow, he really needs to be in this city. Otherwise, public order is a mess. Why? Okay, because you're mostly Tangri, I get that. Immigrants, though, are the big deal. Probably from the raising of that territory to the north of us. So immigrants, there's nothing we can do about. Religious, well, we're not doing much about that either, honestly. German paganism is what's growing here. Military crackdowns, didn't do much good. How much money waking from here? 567, I need that money. I'm not going to lower their taxes. Alright, well, we did what we could. So Aetius, at this point, was styled the protector of the young Emperor Valentinian until he reached the age of majority in the year 437. And Aetius continued to successfully protect the empire against barbarian incursion through the year 451, fighting the Visigoths, the Burgundians, the Suebi, and the Franks. Ooh. What's this? We are being attacked by the Sassanids directly. Alright, well, I believe we should be able to win this battle. Yeah, I see nothing here that we haven't seen before, and this gentleman is a very good general. However, this battle is going to take place in the next episode. The game itself is predicting that we're about 50-50. I don't know. I mean, they're probably saying that because these guys have a lot of cavalry, but we can always corner camp. I know it's lame. In fact, I might just fight this battle off camera since you've seen enough field battles against the Persians. So, once again, I'm Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.